So yeah, that's what I've been working on, the driving, which is something that I haven't really worked on before, because well, I drove before but I always had nervousness, but now it's more stable, like I can just go and drive. But I'm kind of getting to that place where it's it doesn't um, create any emotions within me, like I can just go, and going to new places while driving doesn't have I don't have that fear of the unknown like before. It's more like, okay, a new place, cool, I'm gonna go to a new place, like a new place, cool. And it's kind of interesting, like when I was driving, it's like when I say, oh, I enjoy driving, and then I start enjoying it. If I go, oh, driving is scary, and you actually experience that, you know but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it now. And and tomorrow I'll be picking up um, a friend from the meetup, because um, he doesn't have a car, and I wanted to go to this place where they meet up, this group where they do walks. So they meet up at this park, and then they do some walking. So um, we're gonna try to go there. So I'm gonna pick him up tomorrow, then go to that place. So this is something that I haven't really done before, like picking up people and driving them. So it's it's like I'm doing something new, a lot more than before. It's like I can I don't know how to say it, like maybe more in control, like I can do things a lot more now than before. Before I was just a few months ago I was just sitting in front of the computer all the time. Now it's like I can go out, I can do anything. Like now I'm learning, the car. I can use the car. I'm becoming more stable with the car. Like I can just go biking, I can go to new places. And my fear of like talking to people, um, it's it's gone, except when like I had to introduce myself to people. Like it's kind of weird when okay, you had now your turn to introduce yourself. Like the other day, I mean last week, I had nervousness having to introduce myself to the meetup group. So I don't. It's kind of interesting why I get nervousness with that. But last time, like the other night, I wasn't as nervous. Oh, maybe because I didn't have anything to talk about. I don't know how to introduce myself. But last night, um, the organizer asked me questions, and that kind of made it easier for me to introduce myself. So another thing that I'm gonna work on is, well, I signed up as a volunteer for this um, this school near me. They need a instructor for computers, for teaching computers to parents, and I signed up for that. So around January she's gonna email me and we're gonna plan out how to start getting parents to come to the computer place so that we can teach them how to use the computer, like basic computer skills. And I'll be the one who will um, teach them. And I don't have experience on teaching, but I do have, like experience with computers. I know a lot of things about computers. The only thing is like talking in front of people and teaching them. So that's gonna be another thing I need to work on. It's like teaching and speaking in front of a group and teaching them like computers. So that's gonna be in January. So that's another thing that I'm gonna work on. But yeah, a lot of progress in like a short amount of time. Like just a few months ago, I've been having nervousness, having to do this, biking outside, talking to people, and then now it's like I can do things that I wasn't able to do months ago. So a lot of it comes from the self-forgiveness, writing down the self-forgiveness. And like sometimes even if you do self-forgiveness, like with the driving, for me, even if I do self-forgiveness, even if I wrote it, I still have the nervousness. So the only way for me to actually remove that is to actually go and do it. Even if you have that nervousness, I had to push myself, like I had this nervousness, and then I had to go and do it. Like the first night I did, I was like nervous, and it's like hard at first, and then you just keep doing it, and then you take some rest, like a few days off, and then pretty soon it's like it just goes away. It's like, oh, I can do this. It's not so difficult. It's like biking, it's the same experience I had with biking. And then I would go and do it, and then suddenly it's like I can actually move myself easier. Like I can go to places easier. Like the fear of the unknown just kind of goes away, and then it suddenly just becomes like, oh, this is cool, new place. It's like kind of becomes fun, and it's interesting. So like self-forgiveness, writing it down like I did, sometimes that didn't work. I actually had to like go and do it, and then after that it's like it goes away. So right now I need to do more, push myself more, like do things that I haven't done before. So like tomorrow I'll be picking up somebody, drive to a new place again. So yeah, and it's getting a lot easier, and so that's what I've been working on. And another thing is also I've been working on like relationships, agreements, and that's it. So that's my progress. I've been able to do more things in like a few months, and it's all with self-forgiveness.